All right, we're in the car park of York Hall in London with Will and Richard and Tim of Arcade Fire. How much did you know about this venue before you played it, guys?
We knew it was a real gym, frequented by toughs, and we knew there was a pool once upon a time underneath the floor and currently a pool next door.
You do your research.
Faye from Savages works out here.
The list of events happening at York Hall include a night of championship boxing, Full Throttle.
Oh, cool.
Boxing, Make or Break. Boxing, Heaven or Hell.
Yeah.
Boxing, Date with Destiny. And Arcade Fire.
That's the show poster for our show.
Yeah.
Are you boxing fans?
I'm not exactly a pacifist, but I don't like hitting or getting hit or watching people get hit.
You're a lover, not a fighter.
But he is a boxing fan.
Well, let's talk about the gig last night. 2 shows here. You're playing in the round, right?
Correct.
So what's that like?
It's very invigorating because we're not good at it. And we're kind of better when we don't know what we're doing.
It's true.
A little bit.
Last night I felt like it was a lot of fun not knowing what to do.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you know where to look?
No, that's the thing. You're like, oh, I should look over. I haven't looked at those people.
Exactly.
They're going to take it personally. I'm going to look at them. And then I'm like, oh, God, the people right behind me, I'm not looking at them. I got to turn around.
You never make eye contact, right?
No, God, no. You turn into stuff. Yeah.
Why would I make eye contact?
I want to know, do you have to walk through the audience to get onto the stage?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the intro tune that you have?
Last night we had our sax player go out and play the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh,
and he
wow.
just got viciously booed.
Didn't go over
like,
great.
Boo!
Yeah.
And we were worried that people were going to start throwing things, and it was, but it was hilarious.
I wanted to
felt
talk
really
about
bad
this
for
because
him.
I read the Times review. The Times called it, quote, a truly awful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner.
No, he did a great job.
The awfulness would be
Yeah.
completely cultural context and
Yeah.
temporal context, I
And his
believe, not
outfit.
the actual playing of the sax,
Yeah.
which was immaculate.
He didn't look great.
He hurried through the second half a little bit. He was just
Yeah.
like, I got to get out of here.
I don't
This
think it
is
dawned
not-
on him how much he was going to get booed.
What's a better show opening than having an instrumental rendition of the national anthem of the country everybody in the world is angry at and nervous about right now?
When bands like you guys come along, people look to you guys for answers. But when it comes to writing music and you're in the world that we're in at the minute, a lot's changed since Reflector. Did that seep into the writing process a little bit?
We always try to have the world seep into the writing process, and that's very much how I experience it, as seeping in, where you go into the writing process by living as a human and connecting with your family and connecting with your community and living as a person instead of just as a physical machine creature on the road. To me, that's how the world comes in, is like through the soil that you plant yourself in, and it's less consciously trying to take pieces from the newspaper and build them into a pyramid of some kind. I've always experienced it as quite organic, and it seems like it's organic in our band.
Could you ever see yourselves becoming an overtly political band and actually thinking we are going to write a song a la U2 or somebody like that which attacks this in plain black and white language?
I don't know that we'll ever write an explicitly political song, but certainly on this North American tour, I will be trying to help people get organized. Like, we're going to every major city in America, so it's like definitely going to try to plug into some local people and try to get people money and try to get people energy, because Lord Almighty, it is certainly necessary. But I don't know if that's a songwriting task as much as a physical bodies in a room excited about the future task.
Will, was it you who recorded that 4th of July track that appeared on the internet today? The Roy Orbison covering-ish one. Where did you do that? What's the title of this track called again?
Anything You Want, which is just the opposite side of the Orbison title.
Yeah.
So where did you record this? This is a beautiful piano-y song.
Our producer, long-term producer Marcus Dravs, is like a 20-minute walk from York Hall. So I walked over after sound check. I was like, can we record this for a second? And he and Ian, who's his engineer, who's beautiful, who both helped on the Arcade Fire record, were just like, yeah, sure, throw up a mic.
Beautiful. How many takes?
2 takes, and that was the first take. You can hear it.
Yeah, but it sounds like a demo, or whatever it is.
Loosey-goosey.
So where did that idea come from? I thought it was really nice.
It's kind of trying to be a Kanye song, trying to combine the sacred and the profane, and sample something famous and combine the sacred and profane, which I feel like we're doing a little bit on this tour as a group as well.
Everything Now, album number 5. Have you nailed what it takes to go into the studio and make a record that you're all happy with without breaking down and having all the stresses? Do they still happen? Will they always be there, do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun to play this record and to be getting it out in the world.
Yeah.
And I think working on the record definitely had highs.
It's like the archetypal hero's journey every single time, where you go through a long, dark night of the soul, and then you meet a kindly wizard, and then they guide you to a golden orb, and then you make it through, but you've lost your innocence.
And then you're like, what the hell is this orb? Let's start again. I don't like this journey. I want a different one.
And then 10 years later, you listen back, and you're like, oh, there's a little too much reverb, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the producers for the album, because so we have Thomas from Daft Punk, we have Steve Mackey from Pulp, Jeff Barrow from Portishead and Beak, and Marcus as well. Was everybody in the same room together, or is it different people working on different songs?
I don't know that all of those people were in the same room at the same time ever.
No, they weren't all.
I don't think all four,
No.
but 3 at a time sometimes.
Yeah.
Really?
for better and for worse.
How does that work? Because sometimes when you talk about bands getting together and collaborating, it's one thing about how are these two groups of people going to mix. But when it's producers, I've never really heard of people thinking, yeah, we'll mix this person and that person and just see what happens.
Yeah.
What happened? There's a lot of head nodding going on here.
Fist fights and blood and drinking.
A producer that works with Arcade Fire isn't driving the car. They're like being
almost like
look out for for God's sake, look out for that, and then turning and being like, yeah, this is great. So it's more voices.
They're kind of almost like for a few days like a guest bandmate.
Yeah.
Which is awesome when you're talking about those 4 people.
And Thomas from Daft Punk was really an ideas man, like literally just a philosophical ideas man talking about film and literature. He's great at audio, don't get me wrong, but his presence to me was very philosophical
and conceptual.
And
Yeah.
Where did you guys meet? I know you played together at Coachella a few years ago, didn't you?
Yay! It worked. That was a couple of random people wearing fake Daft Punk costumes. But
Oh,
I'm
my
so
word.
glad that you said that. We're all we
so
couldn't be
cheated
happier
right
right
now.
now.
I feel so
We
cheated.
couldn't be happier right now.
Who are they?
I don't even remember.
I don't remember. It's like body double dudes.
Friends.
Where did you get the
might
helmets
have been
from?
Daft Punk.
Where did you
It
get the
wasn't
helmets
Daft Punk.
from?
There was like a kid we found on Craigslist who was like advertising that he'd made like these perfect carbon copy Daft Punk helmets.
You're kidding me?
No. Someone that Will knew said it was like he knew it was a really good prank when a friend of his reported being across the field at Coachella and some dude watching some dude eating a sandwich. It's like just about to tuck into a sandwich and then seeing the fake Daft Punk appear on the big the big screens and throwing his sandwich down into the garbage can and running. And we're just like, oh no, he just threw away his $20 sandwich for a fake Daft
so
Punk.
mean. This is the meanest thing I've ever heard from Arcade Fire. I didn't know you could stoop to these levels.
You should have seen us when we made our sax player play the Star Spangled Banner last night.
And I liked the T-shirts last night. Did you see that go mad on Twitter today? It was literally everywhere.
What a world.
Bill, give it. Whose idea was that?
Is that Win? I think maybe it was Julia or
Sounds like a win idea.
Were you all unanimously like, yes, this is a great
That's
idea?
clearly a good idea. So whoever's idea it was, well done.
You always treat London to very, very special gigs. I presume the audience gives something back to you as well, which is why you keep doing it, right?
I think we've always had good shows in London. Like London's been, really great to us.
the UK in general just has a music culture and a very particular music culture, and it's one that as a North American you kind of grow up on. Like
for sure.
You grow up on 80s UK
For sure.
in a way that's, I mean, from the Clash to like the crappy pop music to the music that you think is crappy pop music, and then you listen to it and you're like, oh Lord, this is actually deep and genius and beautiful. And I'm embarrassed that I was ever embarrassed of this. This is, oh my god.
Yeah.
It is deep there, and Radiohead and all of that.
And
There's a
just
very deep
trickle down the like kind of culture clash reggae punk thing. It's like how big of an impact did that have on the rest of music after it forever?
And then you guys pick it up and take it on and do something completely new with it.
Yeah, which
But
is
thank
how music
you.
works.
Thank you very much for chatting to us in the car park of York Hall with cars going past and roadies setting stuff up. Guys, it's been great to chat.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Beats one.